What is happening, Mr. Mark Barenaked Willie? How are you today, my friend?
Dave Cooper live, and here we are on BS Friday. How are you, brother?
Man, I'm doing fabulous. It's been a whole nother week. I can't believe how fast the time flies by. I'm heading to Ohio this weekend for BCMC, so we'll be in Ohio all week, and then down to Atlanta the following week because I am the MC for the NEHB Building Systems Council Summit, which is going on.
I tell you, to be perfectly frank, I'm still feeling the energy from your visit last year at BCMC, right?
Oh, man. It was an amazing show.
The first pulling out of pandemic mania, right? And you were so lively. You brought all of us to the show. You brought the show to all of us. And, I know Ben Hershey's going to be there.
Forward Solutions Group will be there, along with many other Hundegger. They're all going to be there. Steve Schrader, all those folks that are out there making a difference, with the machines and the equipment and what have you. So looking forward to doing all that. But hey, that's not why we're here today. We got other things up our under your hat and up my short sleeves that we're going to talk about. You thought last Friday's show was a great show. Well, we just doubled the intelligent level by 2 more for this week's show. I don't even know how to do it. We got scientists coming out of our back ends, Mark, and the honest to God truth is, I don't know if I'm smart enough to hang out with all these scientists.
Well, you know what? We surround ourselves with people that are wonderful at what they do, and we connect them with people that need to meet them, right? So
That's right.
we're trying to deliver the folks of information that might not be between these ears. And I have a favor. I'm going to come up before we say where you can watch this. I have a really big favor. You folks that are out there on the different platforms, and Dave's going to name them in a minute. If you know people in the Michigan market, whether they're a consumer, whether they're an architect, whether they're an engineer, whether they're an energy grader, whether they're a building, a framer, whatever specialty they're in, even a student group and building trades program, what I ask of you is to tag them in the comments and let them know about this presentation. Because today we're regionally focused, Dave. And if you're not from this region, it's okay. Tag people that are and bring what they're doing to your region. These examples are to be replicated.
Yes, indeed. They are to be replicated. And we don't want you to be crickets out there. We want to hear you. No crickets allowed. All right, Mark, listen, we are live on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. That's right. We are live in all those places. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just our YouTube channel alone is being watched over 10,000 hours every 28 days. That's a lot of watch time.
I don't even have that many fingers. And thanks for hitting the like. And if you haven't hit it for your friend too.
That's right. Give us some thumbs up there. And again, make sure you share this with all your friends in the Michigan market. We need to keep spreading the word, and it happens city by city, town by town, state by state. The only way we're going to grow this industry is if we grow together and we network together. All right, Mark, why don't we kick the show off with a little introductory video, and then we will bring our guests in. Sound like a plan?
That's right. And a reminder, because I'm pushy today, during that video, tag someone.
In
the comments.
In the comments. in Michigan.
Roll that reel, Dave.
Let's go.
I'm excited to tell you more about the COVID code application development efforts. The COVID code application facilitates the NIH patients.
Well, how about that, Mr. Mark? What do you think? Ooh, I don't know if I lost your volume or not.
I turned on a mute. Sorry.
That's
I think
okay.
it takes an amazing company, an amazing culture, and an amazing group of professionals to create those kind of programs and to bring that to these communities. A lot of impressionable numbers there. And so today we're going to focus specifically on Michigan. And I'm really excited. Great video. I'm glad we kicked off with that, Dave. And I think now would be a wonderful time to bring forward Michelle and Jenny. And everyone, please welcome them.
For sure. Jenny's in the house, and we're going to bring in Michelle as well. Michelle's in the house. Welcome to the Dave Cooper Live BS Friday show with Mark Bear, Naked Willie. Even though he's not naked, we like to tease him that way because he has naked studs. I don't know if you've seen them.
You know all about the studs.
Well, welcome. So listen, we ask everybody when they come to the show, there is two of you today. We want to know everything about you from the moment you were born to this very moment in time. Do not leave out any of the good stuff from the hospital because Mark's mother actually does attend our show, and we will call somebody in your family and bring them on to discuss what you didn't tell us. But you only have 2 minutes to do it. Let's take it up. You have a minute each. So why don't we start off with you, Michelle? Why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are, what your background is, how you ended up where you're at, and then we'll hop over to Jenny.
All right. Well, thank you for having me. I am from Wisconsin, so if there's any Packer fans out there, go Pack, go. Been involved in energy efficiency for over 9 years. I got my bachelor's degree in environmental geography and then also got a master's in natural resource management. Ever since I graduated college, I've been working in this industry and trying to help reduce the amount of energy used by businesses and residential customers. So traveled from different states doing this work and now in Michigan, but ICF does work all over the country.
Perfect. All right, listen, Jenny, I know you were hiding there behind the screen, but it's your turn. Go for it.
Hey, yes. Hi, everyone. Thanks for having us. My name is Jenny Abraham, and I've been with ICF for 6.5 years now. I share many similarities with Michelle, similar background with environmental science. I have a bachelor's that I received a number of years ago before I started here at ICF, and I've been happy to bounce around all over supporting energy clients in Michigan on their energy efficiency programs. And we're going to dive into more of those. So happy to share some more information about Michigan.
Awesome. All right. So just one last reminder. Well, it's probably not the last reminder. We're trying to reach the Michigan market today. So hear ye. If you are out there and you know people in Michigan, let's tag them because this is an important conversation for them. It's an important conversation for everybody, but in particular, there's some good information in here for this region as well. All right, Mark, where do you want to kick it off?
I like to shout out to the Packer folks. I've had many great experiences in my Wisconsin days, and I just want to be clear: if you're a Lions fan, you got to invite more Lions fans to this discussion. Dave said it wasn't the only time, so I love your backgrounds. And in fact, I didn't know that when we've spoken earlier, and that brings a well-roundedness to this topic because there's a lot of folks that handle energy and sustainability that don't have that background. And so it really brings together a more full circle picture and a different way of thinking. So thanks for sharing that, both of you.
Yep.
And I think you have some pretty incredible programs that we've gotten a chance to talk about. And why don't we start with one of them? Maybe Jenny, which one would you like to start with today?
Yeah, I'll give a little overview of everything that DT does, and then Michelle's going to kick it off with our new home construction program. So we'd love to know a little bit about our audience if we have any builders specifically. So we'll just touch on all the subjects just so that you guys can learn well-rounded what's for customers, what's for builders, what's for contractors, and how to get started.
Mhm.
So DTE Energy, based out of Detroit. We offer residential programs, commercial programs. We're going to focus on the residential today. That's because that's what ICF and us specifically focus on. So we have programs here for contractors, how to replace their energy efficient equipment, as well as if we want to take a whole home approach, air sealing, and then also literal whole home, building a new home. Michelle's going to kick it off with that. So I'll kick it over to you, Michelle.
Awesome. Thank you. Let me share my screen and I'll just take us through the DT Energy webpage that allows for people to better understand how the programs work. And fortunately,
Okay.
there's quite a few utilities that have these programs. So I know they exist in New York, Massachusetts, Wisconsin, we're all over. Not always ICF implementing it, but just something to take into consideration if you are not in Michigan. Check out your utilities website, and they typically have something up at the top that says something about saving energy or money. So now we'll dive into the new home
I like to
construction.
say both of those.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There you go.
Just saying.
Yes. So,
It-
oh, go ahead.
Real quick, Michelle. So over the past 2 years, and Jenny, Dave and Jennifer, his wife, and their kids, they've actually traveled around the U.S. So I liked how you brought up how these programs are in different cities. And so for the audience members, again, if you're in a different city, listen closely because some of this may also be applicable for your city. And go ahead and share with the other people in the audience where you're from so we build a little community. Thanks, Michelle.
Yeah, of course. So, like Jenny mentioned, I'm going to be covering the new home construction program. So, the website was recently redesigned where we have it broken out for the home buyers and the home builders. So, if you're a home buyer, so the residential customer, it's pretty easy for you guys. We offer energy efficiency rebates for builders who are building energy efficient homes according to the HERS rating, which stands for Home Energy Rating System. And the customers just have to find a home builder that's participating in our program and get working with them and express the energy efficiency requirements that you're looking for in your house. And our webpage has a great way to find a builder. It has all the ones who are participating. We have just over 50, so should be able to connect people with that.
Right.
And then
Michelle, if people are planners, right?
Mhm.
Is there also an opportunity for their builder to learn the program and join the program?
Yes, definitely. So that is on our home builders page, and we have everything on here of how it works and then also how to get signed up for the program. So we have a participation agreement that we want the builders to sign that explains the requirements that in order to receive any rebate for installing energy efficient equipment like furnaces, water heaters, LED lighting, that they have to get with a rater. They'll rate the house from pre drywall to the post where everything's pretty much finished and do different ratings and it has to meet a certain HERS score. And then if it meets those requirements, we pay the builder for doing those energy efficient practices. So it's paid out based off of the equipment, but then also we have pay for performance on top of that to really promote as much energy savings as possible. And then we also have a component of it that also incorporates Energy Star. So we offer even greater rebates for builders that are able to meet the Energy Star certification requirements on homes, and then that they can receive up to about $3,500 for a house if they meet all those requirements. It would have to be HERS, and then we have additional money for HERS below 40. So
That's
just
big money. That's big money, folks. All you got to do is follow a couple of simple steps here and do the work. Not only do you save money every month for the rest of your life, you save money right now. That's why I'm loving this.
exactly.
Can I ask you a question on that though, Michelle, with the saving the money? A builder being qualified to do this, and maybe you're going to get into that. I'd like to understand what a builder has to do to qualify to build energy, star energy efficiency, any of these partnership programs you have, and then what kind of documentation would go with it as well. I mean, there's obviously nobody just gives out $3,500. I love to save money too, but I'm sure they got to be building it better and doing it right. So I'm sure there's some processes you have in place as well, right?
Yes. So the builder is going to partner with an energy rater that's going to go to the house and see how the house is performing. And the rater is the one who actually is entering everything into the system to figure out what the HERS rating is and all the savings that you're going to see on that house. So the rater goes in, they put in the types of windows that are going in and it has to have a certain U factor. We
Mhm.
have the furnaces and different mechanical equipment. And they're entering all of that in to get it modeled for it to meet those requirements. And I would recommend the builders to work closely with their rater to make sure they're getting every bang for their buck out of building that house, because the tool also has it's under upgrade of if the modeling system sees that you're leaving some money on the table, it has a little dollar sign that calls out where you could make more energy efficient improvements. So
Mhm.
it's you can modify it by home. So it's not too specific. We just need it under 60 HERS, and the raters will be able to help the builder on that component of it. So it's twofold where the builder gets signed up in the program and also the energy rater.
And we've had just about, I don't know, I can name a list of names, but we've had a tremendous amount of raters here and third party experts. And we've had the people that make the equipment and they've been throughout the land. So if your project early on is going for energy savings, remember to make sure that the builder and the client and all parties involved work with that third party rater in the beginning, because they're on your side. They do this day in and day out. They know when to put the chicken in the oven and when to pull it out, right? They got that timing down. And they're the ones that help at those checkpoints throughout the project to help you gather the success. They know how to click those boxes, folks. They're amazing professionals.
Yeah, and if you're in Pittsburgh, we got one right here. Rob Hoskin, Pittsburgh, PA, HERS Rater in the house. What's happening, Rob? He's the real deal too. He doesn't only just do HERS rating; he built a house that's over the moon. Awesome. So
Rob's amazing. And he's also a wonderful musician, if you didn't know.
play us a tune, Rob. I need some new intro and outro music.
He wants to do that. Actually, he's learning, Dave, he's learning our current one right now. It's amazing. Sorry to get off topic there, Michelle.
No worries.
So long story short, folks, your raters are a third party, right? And that party is for you.
Mhm.
All right, Michelle, go ahead.
Yeah, so basically pretty easy on the if you're wanting to build a house, because it's on the builder and the rater to get everything together, and then the rater's the one who's figuring out the energy savings, and then we pay the builder for doing energy efficient designs. And then I wanted to also call out some of the promotions that we currently have for our DT Energy New Home Construction Program that might be exciting for anyone out there that is in the Michigan area. So we recently extended our $100 bonus for builders who are installing Energy Star certified smart thermostats. So we have a link on this page that'll take you to Energy Star's website and lists all of the different thermostats that qualify. So that is $100 for anyone who installs it on a home that
And they're
qualifies.
awesome.
Wow,
Not
cool.
just the bonus. They're awesome. They basically check your routines, kind of know when you need to get warm and when you need to get cold, and they think for you. You can turn them off, you can manually override them, but hey, when you get someone to think for you, you can enjoy your life.
Yep, my favorite is when you're upstairs and you don't want to go touch the thermostat, just do it on your phone.
Exactly.
On your phone. There you go. The phone is amazing. That the phone, right? It's good. You're controlling the climate in your house and you don't have to use the stairs. Who would have thought the phones would eliminate stair use? That's good.
Exactly.
All right, so get that going, folks. It's an easy one. Have the folks come out, put in your new thermostat. You'll be happy because guess what? The cold isn't coming, Michigan.
Mhm.
313 knows what that's like.
Exactly. And then another pilot program that we are currently working on is our T-Stud pilot. So,
Ooh.
and I believe if anyone typically tunes into this show, they might have heard about T-Studs. So, we are offering up to 4,500 per home to the builders who are using this product. We're trying to cover the incremental cost of going from a standard 2x6 stud to the T stud. So we know all the great energy benefits from using T stud. So we're really trying to see how we can move the market to start building using this material.
Dave, do you have a special microphone attachment that you could say 4,500 smackaroonies?
4,500 smackaroonies. Yeah, I can do that.
That's a lot. That's a lot of donuts, Michelle.
That is a lot of donuts.
It is, yeah. So if there's any builders out there that are interested in signing up with the program, feel free to reach out to us and we can send you the proper paperwork and go through any of the trainings that needed to take advantage of these great offerings we have in Michigan with DT Energy.
I tell you what, Dave and I have done the show for a couple months past 2 years. You're the first persons, Jenny and Michelle, to give the audience 4,500 bucks. Like, I've never heard of such a thing. I've been doing construction and materials. These guys are really applauding. Everyone loves it. I've been doing construction materials forever, and so has Dave. I've never heard of numbers like this. And the work that it takes for you guys to onboard this and to create the programs is extensive. That's a lot of heavy lifting. But for the community, know that the heavy lifting has already been done. And so now all you have to do is call Michelle and Jenny, and they'll walk you through the steps for you to receive your donuts.
Exactly.
All right.
Well, the next, I believe Jenny's going to go through some other program offerings that we also have with DT Energy.
Great. Great.
There's more?
There's more. Are you giving away more money, Jenny? You got more money? You got more donuts? I like chocolate frosted. Every once in a while, strawberry frosted is kind of cool too.
I kind of like churros, actually.
Churros are
I
good.
think we can make that work. Michelle, do you mind pulling up the screen really quick to help us walk through? Thank you. Mm-hmm. So I was thinking to touch more on the retrofit side of things because not everyone is in the market for a new home, right? So we have rebates that we also offer for HVAC and also insulation and windows. So first, we're going to start here with insulation windows. Insulation is on this first tab here. So if you're in a home that does not have any insulation or just has very weak insulation, not enough, we are offering insulation rebates for people who want to do it themselves or hire a contractor. So there's two paths you can take depending on your preference. We do have some incentives, I believe, listed at the bottom here where you can see what type of rebate. So just based on where the installation is going and the amount that you install, we are offering these fixed rebates here. So you just need to meet the minimum requirements. It does, it does add up. You can do them supplemental if you're doing a retrofit in your attic, also the walls, the rim joist. It's all added up. So if you're
These
looking
are great
for
numbers here, and some folks might not realize, let's say, for instance, your house was built in 2005 or prior, right? Maybe all the way back to like 1895. Your insulation values of those homes are going to be between 0, meaning no insulation, and you might get to what, Dave, like an R11 or an R13, and then in the attic, maybe you're at an R30 or nothing, right? There are attics with nothing. And so if you look at all these categories, the reason they're here is because those are the areas that your existing homes probably need them. And to be fair, Jenny, I've never seen this well broken out So there might not be all applicable to your house, but the ones that are, that money's going to add up quick.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and if you don't know where to start, or maybe you're not one to just go buy your own insulation and install it, we have this handy link here, find a contractor link. It actually brings us to a there's information here how to find a contractor. If you click that one more time to find a contractor, we'll see you can search by zip code. So of course this is specific to the Michigan market. But you can search your local utilities for something similar on their page. We've basically fostered a network of participating contractors and builders for the DT rebate program. So this can help you get started. See, Michelle just clicked their installation and the zip code, and then I think the number of miles as well. We zoom out, we'll see participating contractors.
This is so easy.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, there's the mitten, folks. If you don't know what the mitten, Michelle or Jenny maybe will raise their hand and show you where.
Backwards on camera.
Right.
Yeah.
The 313 is peppered.
Oh yeah.
Peppered with professionals.
Southeast Michigan is our hotspot, and a lot of work in Grand Rapids too. DTE service territory here. We can click on one of the dots or hover over it, and it will show which contractor. Yeah, if you click it there, and it's actually very cool. We have it connected to Yelp reviews. So depending if the company has a Yelp page set up, you can check out the reviews right on the web here, or it redirects, and also redirects to their phone number, their website. So you can learn more about the contractors.
Can I give you a name to type in the window and see if they come up?
Yeah.
They've been guests on the show, so if they don't come up, I'm going to look a little funny. But it's ECO. Eco Achievers. There they are, Dave.
They are.
Awesome. Amazing. Amazing. We're doing this in real time. Caught in the wild, folks. That's right. How quick this is. That's pretty cool. That's amazingly simple, Jenny.
It is simple, and I like the fact that it sends them to the Yelp reviews so people can see what kind of reviews they have, if any. Does DTE do you do any background or vetting of the contractors when they submit to be part of your program?
Yeah, we require that all contractors and builders submit a participation agreement, and then also put them through a brief training, a phone conversation, as well as a webinar they have to join on the contractor side. So that's what we do there.
Yeah, I mean, it's so important, right? You want to be part of these programs, and one of the things we have going on across the country is it's so easy just to pick up a hammer and call yourself a contractor without the education. And adding a level of education as part of what you're doing, I think, super important and should be congratulated for sure.
And I would say if you know folks that are professionals in the market, connect them to this link here so that they can go through this training and they can be added to it, because as you can see how simple ICF and DTE has made this, you want to make sure that your friends and families in the trades and in the third party space are involved in this, because there's people coming to your doorstep while we're sleeping, right? People are coming and saying, I want to be more sustainable. I want to save energy. I think Jenny might be getting booted. Awesome.
Yeah, and if you want to know where exactly to go to sign up to become a contractor, back on that original page, there is contact information, a phone number, and an email listed right on the right panel there.
Super cool. So obviously, ICF is a large company and with large reach. This program itself, talk to us about where it's growing. Is this going to be rolled out across the entire country?
Based on where we so all of our ICF's work is based on contracts from utility clients.
Yep.
So based on where we have been awarded work throughout, the U.S. We are supporting, so we do have various programs across. But really, we are really behind the curtain, and there's many implementers that are also doing similar things. So whether it's ICF or not, there should be offerings for your from your utility company. But in Michigan alone, too, also ICF is managing the consumer's energy portfolio.
Oh, wow.
Not the whole thing, but some of the residential programs over there. So lots of overlap there in Michigan, at least.
To put you on the spot as well, Jenny and Michelle. So we're getting into the final quarter of 2022, and there's currently people planning projects, for digging foundations, as soon as the frost is free, and doing updates throughout winter to their existing buildings, right? So we have a whole construction season in front of us that people are planning for with their architects and whatnot. Do you foresee a lot of this being available in 2023?
Definitely. Many of the programs, they just continue year over year, depending on how well it's doing. Sometimes they get modified. Rebates can go up and go down. We add new measures to it. So heat pump, water heaters are a hot topic right now with utilities. So you'll see different changes. And that's one thing with ICF and several implementers. We're always looking to find the next new measure or program that we can offer to utilities to help save energy. And a lot of it comes from state mandates that utilities need to implement these programs. So I don't see them really going away. They might be modified, but definitely a lot of these will continue for the next few years.
So what Michelle said right there, it's the heat pumps, water heaters. It was so good. You said it's a hot topic. It really is, because electrification is really rampant, and you're seeing a lot of it. And so many folks have a gas assist, right? Water heater today, and then you have combustion going on in your dwelling. So if you're switching over to that heat pump version, you're going to do that for efficiencies, and you're going to do that for health, and you're going to do that for your water to be hot when you want it, at the time you want it. So I would encourage folks, look, all water heaters have life expectancy. Yours might be past. So check that out and get in early, right? It's a real nice time to do it. So while this program is here, jump in there, get yours updated.
Get in. Yeah, these programs, that's a good point. They don't last forever, do they?
Things change, different codes happen, different standards, different baselines. So sometimes, depending on what our MPSC sees as what should be out there, we take measures off of our applications and websites, but we're always trying to find new things to replace it. So we do what we can.
Perfect. All right. What else do we got? Did we leave anything else? I mean, so far I've gotten about 1,000 dozens of donuts, right?
2,500.
I have to get the echo effect out, and you're giving so overall. I mean, it's like $6,000-7,000 worth of money you guys just talked about, depending on what program you do and what you can get back. Now that's as a builder. What about the consumer?
Yeah, so definitely what Jenny's going over is from the consumer standpoint, and then there are quite a few other offerings that we do have.
Yeah,
and I think, again, now it's still a new topic, although it's not new to the industry. These third-party folks are really, again, out there so that the materials are correct, the contractor is correct, and the consumer is getting that awareness. So you might start with the building, and you might very well start with that building having a red door of truth, right? A blower door test. And then they're able to equate, where you have the insulation and where you don't. So if you're not able to do those steps yourself, all of these professionals are amazing. And you saw before your very eyes how simple it was to click on their website and meet those professionals and say, hey, I want the people from ICF to help with my project. Michelle and Jenny, I think it's spectacular. I've done this since before the year 2000, and I've never seen it simplified in the way that you guys have. And I appreciate the heavy lifting that you do to make it so simple.
Yeah. And give me, if you could, in the private chat, type in the link to that website so I can put it across the ticker bottom there as well. I have the main ICF link up, but I want to also make sure people have that unless it's already there. Man, you're fast.
I was going to drop it. Yeah. And it's easy to remember too. dtenergy.com//save energy.
Yep. We're going to put it up right now.
Michelle and Jenny, you can't answer this. I'm going to put Dave on the spot. Dave, what do you think DTE stands for? We have a game here where we play with acronyms.
DTE. I don't know. Does the energy? I don't know. I got to think that one out. DTE is a hard one. All right, in the audience, what does DTE? What's a good acronym for DTE? That isn't probably what it really means.
I actually have my hypothesis of what it really means, but if you were to hear it, Dave, outside of the
energy.
So think of it out of the energy altogether. If someone just said to you DT randomly, what might that mean? Have you ever seen it maybe on clothing or a keychain?
I haven't, no, actually.
Wow. All right. Jenny or Michelle, do you guys know what DTE stands for?
Of course.
Detroit Edison.
Yeah, I was going to say I gave a hint with where they're based, but yes.
So I always in my head, right? So I make up acronyms, and I always in my head have said that DTE stands for down to earth.
Donuts to everyone.
Donuts to everyone. Well, yeah, if you work with ICF, it means donuts to everyone. It's incredible. So yeah, I guess it would be Edison, but I really always thought it was down to earth because really that's what these programs do. They're from the planet for the planet, from the people for the people. And you guys both have great backgrounds in learning from the earth and helping community, and it's not a mistake or an accident that you're doing the work you're doing, because that mindset, that passion, and that skill set is what helps communities be more comfortable and enjoy their lives.
Very much so. Very cool. Hey, so Andrew Sealy's out there. Guess where he's at, Mark? He's meeting with Timber Age Systems right now. He's been traveling Canada, the Colorado, the West, the North. He hasn't been to Pittsburgh yet.
Well, somewhere in Texas, the only place that Dave and I have actually met in person, somewhere in Texas, Andrew actually has some wicked awesome CLT on an off-grid, light impact, all-electric house, fully solar charged.
Yeah,
I would say it's net positive, but the numbers will be coming in.
They will be coming in. And, Andrew has, I think, 6 or 7 properties on. He is 100% completely off grid. He does no utility bills, which obviously doesn't work for you guys, but he also has the land and the place to do that. And that's not everybody. He's like the 0.00001%.
He's an example.
He does a lot of research.
All the examples we set are stepping stones to the next group so that we can learn from one another. Those stepping stones are meant to be shared. So you can encourage other people to learn from what you know and do.
Love it, love it, love it. All right, Jenny, Michelle, did we leave anything out? Is there anything you want to share that we did not touch on? I can beep Mark out if he doesn't stop talking.
I think well, every beeping me out. I think that, we really just scratched the surface on the rebate offerings, but I think just wanted to get the point across that there are incentives for each aspect of the home, and that link that Dave shared, the Save Energy link, will show recommendations and different areas where you're eligible for rebates. So just keep that in mind. Anything you're thinking energy efficiency, just know that utilities, including DTE Energy, are interested in helping you incentivizing you to help you make those upgrades. So keep DTE in mind.
Incentivizing you with money and donuts. So those are good incentives right there, especially if you like donuts, and I like donuts. We've already discussed that. All right, Jenny, Michelle, thank you so much. I will wait for my donuts to show up in the mail. Like I said, chocolate frosted is a favorite of the families here. We will wait for that. But wow, I mean, awesome. I think it's awesome. Anytime we can have people that are on the show that are working to make it better for the builders and better for the consumers. That's what the entire show is all about. How do we build it better? And you're holding builders accountable, and you're putting up their Yelp reviews, which means they got to be accountable. So when people come to your site to find this product or to find these rebates or to find a builder or a remodeler, right, that's going to do a retrofit, you can shop with certainty that they're going to lead you in the right direction to do your homework. And I think that's super important because we all know the general contractors out here don't have the best reputations, and we need to change that because there's a lot of great ones.
Lift up all boats. Michelle and Jenny, you guys have a great program. Everyone out there, I encourage you to introduce your network and marketplace to these amazing pros over at ICF. And Dave, is there an opportunity to have coffee with you soon?
Ooh, we're going to do coffee with Dave in the morning, and we're going to talk about all these great events coming up. It'll be a quick one because I have to get on the road, but we will be at BCMC the 12th through the 16th all week, and we will be set up there doing our live show on location. We'll be doing tours of the booths. We'll be interviewing some of the best experts in the world. And I believe we're also going to be interviewing Margaret Whelan, which is a big heavy hitter in the industry. Probably the biggest investment banker out there that has done some of the largest deals in the offsite space. So super excited to go out there and spend our time with the SBCA at the BCMC show. Super grateful. The following week, yeah, that's right, back to back, we're heading to Atlanta. I am the master of ceremony, so I know you don't get enough of me online. Now you got to sit with me in a room for a couple of days as I do awards and introduce people and hopefully make it a fun time for everybody. So definitely join us in Atlanta. And we get on this show all the time, Mark. More Jen, less Dave. I see it in the comments every day. More Jen, less Dave. It used to hurt my feelings, but not so much anymore.
Hey, you know what? Dave is crazy, busy. Jennifer is a wizard. So if you want to talk to Dave, you got to go through Jennifer anyway. And if you want to talk to Jennifer, you got to go through Dave. There you go, Brett Little in the house, Mr. Grand Rapids himself.
That's right.
If you don't know Brett Little, you're probably living under a rock.
Yep, the big rock.
Move that rock, and everyone check out the fine work of ICF. Jenny and Michelle, we've got a lot of stuff coming up for 2023. Your programs are amazing. What it does for community and people is really super. Whenever you need a voice, we're here to spread that. And we love that you came on and shared your fine work today.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
That's great being here.
Love it. Love it. All right, Mark, let's leave with a little tunes. What do you think? Everybody had a good day, I hope. We will see you tomorrow. Coffee with Dave, so don't go anywhere. We will come back to the two of you right after the outro here, and the rest of you, we'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye now.